Welcome to Q Up. I'm at Centerpoint in Spokane with Director Spike Cunningham, and we're going to find out what kind of agency Centerpoint is and the wonderful services that it offers to the city of Spokane. Spike, thanks for this opportunity to talk with you.
Thank you for coming.
Now, you're one of the United Way agencies.
Yes, we are. We're one of 35 United Way agencies.
And so that just means that some of your funding comes from the United Way, but you still are a nonprofit,
Correct.
right?
We're a social service agency. We provide programming for people with disabilities. They're primarily group home residents who come here for activities such as ceramics, pottery. We have a wood shop, a lot of stitchery, art and craft. Each day our people do a different project. And the main emphasis is not just on the art project, but on socialization, an opportunity to be with their friends, to be in the community and to get out of the home and have some diversion.
Now, sometimes these the participants come and, like you said, they're from a group home already, but some are they living at home still with parents or caretakers, and so this is a social opportunity for them?
Right. Probably a good 95% of our people live in either adult family homes or group homes. Some live with family, but that's definitely a minority. And they come from all over Spokane County. A large group come from the Colbert Deer Park area, the Valley, Airway Heights, and the city proper too.
Now, how do you collect them? I think you mentioned you have a van that
Right.
goes out and starts rounding up everybody, right?
We don't have vans ourselves. We rely on the STA service through Spokane Transit Authority for special transportation. So it's a very beneficial service to our people. They pick them up in the morning and take them home in the afternoon. And we wouldn't be able to operate without that.
Now, I imagine they have to get funds as well from a variety of sources to operate, don't they?
Right. They are federally funded, I'm sure. Yeah.
Now, there is a fee, though, for participation in your program, correct?
Right. We receive no state, federal, or local funds. We rely on United Way, which is about a fourth of the budget, fundraisers, and we have the largest one coming up in
Yes, that's
February.
what I wanted to talk about, right.
We rent our facility out for wedding receptions and meetings, and then program fees. The participants pay to come. We have we have a fee schedule. If they come every day for the month, it's $89, and we're just raising our rates, which we haven't done for a number of years. But we are affordable it's a small fee from our point of view, but from their point of view, it's costly because they only receive a small monthly amount to cover all their personal needs. So they have to pay for their fee to come here out of that monthly allotment. So it's we try to keep our price as low as possible for that reason.
Now, you mentioned is this an annual fundraiser or one of a couple, or is it your main one?
This is our main one.
Main one,
It's an
okay.
Evening with a winemaker.
Okay.
We've done it for 14 years, and this year it's up at Manitou Golf and Country Club. And we are featuring classic wines of California. Each person will receive 5 glasses of wine, and Tim Smith is the presenter from Classic Wines of California. And he explains how the wine making process, and each person will blend these 5 wines to make their own unique blend for the evening.
Oh, what an idea! I like our own winemaker.
Their own winemaker, yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
we've
great.
had other local wineries in the past, but this year we're doing this for a little variation, and it's a prime rib dinner and silent auction, oral auction, entertainment by Spark, which is a brass ensemble, and live auction by Mike Ferguson from Ruby Street Antiques. So it'll be a fun evening. We've always had a good crowd, good response, and very
So a
enjoyable
lot of fun
evening.
at the same
a lot
time.
of fun, yes.
Donate, making your, as a fundraiser,
Right. Yeah.
successful.
That's right, yeah. And it's fun. Mike Ferguson does a very good job of entertaining people and encouraging them to spend money as well.
Sure. We see too that you have a need here at your facility at Centerpoint for some volunteers, like for you to talk, and even some products, right? Some
Right.
materials and
Right.
supplies.
Being a smaller agency, we rely heavily on volunteers. We have a small paid staff, all part-time, and we try to keep a ratio of at least one staff to 10 participants. And we're very grateful for the volunteers who help us out. We have some retired teachers special ed teachers, we have retired artists who help. But it doesn't take a lot of art skill to work with our people. The primary thing is to develop a personal relationship and to help them achieve independence and self-esteem. So like I said, we depend heavily on volunteers, and we have a great crew of volunteers. And again, because our budget is limited, donations of items are very helpful to reduce our costs. Simple things like art supplies, paper, copy paper, napkins, coffee, the things that people provide us, then we don't have to purchase
Right.
out
So
of
that
our
would
budget.
be a big help too.
Yeah.
And even coming in for a special event, if you'd like to sort of just teach a project, say around Easter or
That's right.
just something,
Sure.
right?
We
That
get a
would
lot
be
of, yes, and we get a lot of students from Gonzaga and Whitworth, and sometimes they're on a short time frame, but it's always beneficial. Their youthfulness and spirit
oh
are
sure.
really enjoyed by.
And I believe we'll have a
people.
chance to speak with a couple of
Yep.
your young
Yes.
people that are volunteering.
Yeah.
You did mention retired folks as well,
Oh,
so
yeah.
all age groups.
All
you can,
ages, yeah.
You can take some as volunteers.
And our participants are of all ages, 18 to some people are over 70. Some have been coming here for over 20 years.
Oh, and that's what I wanted to ask. How long has Centerpoint been operational?
We began in 1953 as a Spokane Rehabilitation Center. We were located in a building up on the northwest part of town. We sold that building and moved here in '92 and renovated this building for our purposes. Changed the name to Centerpoint because people didn't understand what rehabilitation was. And it's difficult to explain what we do, even with the name Centerpoint. It doesn't maybe mean much, but so we just have to communicate our mission and for people to have an understanding of what we do.
Definitely, and I did a stint on the 2006-2007 fund drive with United Way, Centerpoint, Daybreak, a few of the Excelsior. Those names don't get out like Girl Scouts, Boy
Right.
Scouts, and the ones that are more well known.
Right.
So
We're
we
a
definitely want to let
lesser
them, right.
Yeah, we're a lesser known agency.
But around a long time, that
Yes.
speaks very well.
Yeah.
Longevity in providing the service.
Right, and that's due to we have great community support, even though we are small. We have great community support, and hope to increase that.
Well, we'll be showing, some of the activities as we take a tour of Centerpoint and talking with, I believe, a couple of, Dane, is it?
Dane is a
He's a student where?
He's through ESD 101, and he is